Hi, everyone, and welcome to Daily Chat English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Lily. We're so happy you're here with us today.
You know, Lily, I love what we do in this podcast.
Me too. We just have real conversations about everyday life.
Exactly. And while we talk, you get to hear natural English. No textbooks, no grammar rules on a board.
Just two friends talking, and somehow your English gets better without you even noticing.
That's the magic, right? Today, we're talking about something that happened to me at a coffee shop.
Oh, this is a good one. It's funny, a little embarrassing, but also really heartwarming.
And it's perfect for daily English because it's about ordering coffee, talking to people, and dealing with small mistakes.
Things we all do every day.
So, here's how this works. We'll tell the story naturally. When we get to an important sentence, we might repeat it slowly.
You can repeat with us if you want. Just listen first, then try saying it softly.
No pressure at all. You can just listen or you can practice with us, whatever feels comfortable.
And while Emma tells her story, notice how we form sentences. Notice the words we use.
You might think, oh, I can use that sentence too.
Exactly. So, are you ready for the story?
Have you ever made a mistake at a cafe or restaurant? Think about it while you listen.
Okay, Emma, tell us what happened.
All right, so this happened yesterday morning. I was at my favorite coffee shop. You know, the one near the park?
The one with the big windows?
Yes, exactly that one. I go there almost every day.
So you're a regular customer there.
I am. The baristas know me. I always order the same thing.
What do you usually get?
A cappuccino. Just a simple cappuccino. I've been ordering it for months.
Routine is nice sometimes.
It is. So yesterday, I walked in around 9 in the morning. The cafe wasn't too crowded.
Good timing.
I thought so. I went to the counter and said, 1 cappuccino, please.
Same as always.
The barista smiled and said, coming right up. So I paid, got my receipt, and found a table by the window.
Were you planning to stay there?
Yes, I brought my laptop. I had some work to do, and I like working in coffee shops.
The atmosphere is nice there.
It really is. So I sat down, opened my laptop, and started checking my emails.
Just a normal morning.
Completely normal. After about 10 minutes, the barista brought my coffee to the table.
That's nice service. They brought it to you?
They do that when it's not too busy. So she put the cup on my table, smiled, and walked away.
And then you started drinking it.
Well, I was typing an email. I picked up the cup without really looking at it, and I took a big sip. And the moment the coffee touched my tongue, I knew something was wrong.
Wrong how?
It was sweet, really, really sweet, and it had some kind of caramel flavor. But you ordered a cappuccino, right? That's not usually sweet. Exactly. I never add sugar, so I was confused. I looked down at the cup. What did you see? There was a name written on the side of the cup, but it wasn't my name. What name was it? It said Sarah.
Oh no.
I was drinking someone else's coffee.
That's so awkward. Let's practice that feeling. I felt awkward.
I felt awkward. Repeat after me. I felt awkward. It felt embarrassing and uncomfortable. Good.
Awkward is such a useful word. It means something is uncomfortable or embarrassing in a social way.
You can use it in many situations. It was an awkward conversation. I had an awkward moment at work. The silence felt awkward.
Perfect. So, Emma, what did you do?
I looked around. I didn't know what to do. Repeat after me. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure how to handle the situation. Nice.
That's such a relatable phrase. We all have those moments.
We really do. So I stood up and walked back to the counter with the cup.
Were you nervous?
A little, but I said politely, "Excuse me, I think there's been a mistake. Notice that grammar, everyone. There's been a mistake. This is present perfect. Something happened in the past and it affects the present moment.
Right. I could also say, you made a mistake, but that sounds too direct. There's been a mistake is softer and more polite. Let's practice it. I think there's been a mistake. I think there's been a mistake. Repeat after me. I think there's been a mistake. Something went wrong here. Great job.
You can use this phrase in restaurants, shops, or any customer service situation. Exactly. So the barista looked at the cup and her face changed. She looked surprised and then apologetic. Apologetic. That means showing you're sorry, right? Yes. She felt bad about the mistake. She said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. This is Sarah's caramel latte. Your cappuccino is still here." At least she was nice about it. She was really kind. She said, "Please sit down. I'll bring you your coffee right away. And here, have a cookie. It's on the house." Free cookie! I know. I said, "Thank you so much. Don't worry, these things happen." That was kind of you to say. I wanted her to know I wasn't upset. Mistakes happen to everyone.
That's true. So you went back to your table?
I did. I sat down, and a minute later she brought my cappuccino. The right one this time. Finally! And the cookie was delicious. So I was working on my laptop, drinking my coffee, and I thought, okay, that was a little strange, but it worked out fine.
But the story doesn't end there, does it?
No. About 5 minutes later, a woman walked into the cafe. Let me guess, Sarah? Exactly. She went straight to the counter and said, "Hi, I ordered a caramel latte about 15 minutes ago. I'm here to pick it up."
Oh no.
I could hear the whole conversation from where I was sitting. The barista looked uncomfortable and said, "I'm really sorry, but there was a mix-up. Someone else took your drink by accident."
Poor Sarah. She had to wait for a new drink?
I felt terrible. I mean, I already got a free cookie, and now this woman had to wait because of the mistake.
So what did you do?
I raised my hand and said, "Excuse me, that was me. I'm really sorry. I didn't realize until I tasted it."
You apologized to her directly?
I had to. Sarah turned around and looked at me, and I expected her to be annoyed. But you know what she did?
What?
She laughed.
Really?
Yes, she actually laughed and said, "Don't worry about it at all. These things happen. At least you didn't drink the whole thing."
She sounds nice.
She was so understanding. And then she said something that surprised me even more.
What did she say?
She said, "Are you working on something? You look busy." And I said, "Yes, just some emails."
She started a conversation?
She did, and it felt so natural. She asked if she could sit with me while waiting for her drink.
And you said yes?
Of course. So she sat down and we started talking.
What did you talk about?
Everything. We talked about work, about the neighborhood, about our favorite places in the city.
A complete stranger became a friend?
In about 30 minutes, yes. We realized we had so much in common.
That's beautiful. Did you stay in touch?
We did. We exchanged phone numbers, and guess what?
What?
We're meeting for coffee again next week, on purpose this time.
I love this story so much. A mistake became something wonderful.
It really did. Let's practice this important sentence. Mistakes can lead to good things.
Mistakes can lead to good things. Repeat after me. Mistakes can lead to good things. Sometimes errors create opportunities. Perfect.
This is a life lesson and an English lesson at the same time.
Now let's talk about some useful phrases from this story.
We had "these things happen." This means it's normal, it's common, don't worry about it. I missed the bus.
Don't worry, these things happen. I forgot my keys.
It's okay. These things happen. Another useful phrase was on the house. This means free, no payment needed.
Usually used in restaurants or cafes. This dessert is on the house. The manager said your coffee is on the house.
And we also had to stay in touch. This means to keep contact with someone. Let's stay in touch after graduation. We stayed in touch for years. Try it. Let's stay in touch. Let's stay in touch. Repeat after me. Let's stay in touch. Let's keep in contact. Excellent.
Now, let's notice something about the grammar in Emma's story.
I used past simple tenses a lot, right? I walked in, she laughed, we talked.
Yes, because you're telling a completed story, everything already finished.
But I also mixed in other tenses naturally, like I was typing, past continuous.
This shows an action that was in progress when something else happened.
I was typing when I took a sip of the coffee. One action was continuing, another action interrupted it. Here are more examples. She was waiting when I apologized. We were talking when the barista brought her new coffee. I was working when she walked in. All natural, all useful in storytelling. And that's how you really learn grammar, through stories, not rules on paper. So, listeners, think about this. Have you ever had an unexpected conversation? Maybe with someone in line at a store, on a bus, at a park? These moments can be special, and they're great chances to practice your English. Even if you make mistakes, like I did with the coffee, it's okay. Mistakes are part of life, and sometimes they lead to the best stories. We're coming to the end of our time today. Thank you so much for listening. Before we go, let's review what we learned. We practiced talking about mistakes politely. I think there's been a mistake. We learned how to express awkward feelings. I didn't know what to do. We heard useful everyday phrases like on the house, these things happen, and stay in touch. And we experienced past simple and past continuous tenses, naturally, through storytelling. All of this came from one simple coffee shop story. That's the power of learning through conversation. If you want to practice more, listen to this episode again. Each time you listen, you'll catch something new. Try repeating the sentences with us. Shadow our voices. There's no rush, no pressure, just gentle practice. And remember, making mistakes is okay. It's how we learn. It's how we grow. And sometimes it's how we meet wonderful people. Thank you for being part of Daily Chat English. We're so proud of you for practicing. Keep going. Your English is getting better every day. Until next time, take care. Bye, everyone. See you soon.